Hey everyone, my name is Farhan Alfarizsy, and today I'm going to tell you a story called Maze. And the story is about different character but have the same place, the same thing. It's like um there's a character but they have something about maze, and second character have something about maze, so everything is about the maze but the story is apart. Okay, the story began with unknown person and is called by the name master by his minions. The master gets news about the end is coming, and he tries to distract the humans from knowing it. Our main character is called by the nickname James. He was accused of trying to assassinate the president. He runs up and looks for a way to tell everyone that he is innocent and that is just false accusations. James needs proof, and that evidence is only in Maze. James is helped by Raymond to enter the virtual world with the help of third person, namely Arnold. He is a hacker who is able to create a fake identity with a fairly high fee. Of course, James could afford it because he used to be a lieutenant and it has good salary. Finally, James was able to enter the virtual world even though he was in the agency pursuit. The story continues with James, who was waiting for Arnold's identity change precautions. James chose the premium package. Arnold tried his best to disguise his identity. Arnold needed to ask his old friend Ryle for help. Ryle felt happy to help Arnold because he finally found his old friend. The process went smoothly and James got his fake identity. Father Michael questioned Logan for what he was doing. Logan answered all of his questions, and it turns out that he only knew a small piece of information. Father Michael explains why the weather was created by him. It was to accommodate people that trapped in the maze. When they explained everything, suddenly the tracker had found James, who had locked into the maze, and they tried to chase them. In the end, the Watcher lost James and his partner. The third part continues at the moment when James and Arnold are trying to meet someone who knows the truth of the mastermind behind this misunderstanding. James and Arnold manage to find the target house. They are sneaking in the house. Arnold looking for the computer that John Robin had, and they are hacking it. As the hacking process begins, Pike and Mia caught James and Arnold. Arnold was frightened, so James took action, which was to tell them what he knew. James decided to do that because Arnold was afraid of them. Maybe they have something in the past. They don't put it in the story, so it became a mystery. And after a while, and they know the truth, the Watcher invites them to work together. The Watcher told James and Arnold to go to their base on Long Island. James locked out and returns to the real world. James explained the whole situation to Raymond, who was guarding the path. They go together to the Watcher's base with Ted's help. Starting with James and Raymond journeyed to Lucifer headquarters. They got together with the Watchers to fight Lucifer minion. Before they fight Lucifer, they must destroy the maze server first. After they managed to destroy the server, they immediately entered the maze, even though it was dangerous. The fight against Lucifer has begun, and the fight is over with Rebecca's sacrifice. We begin to a new beginning. In 2085, humanity enters a new phase. This phase is creation of an AI that is realistic like a real human. This happens to not repeat human mistakes like before. Several years began to pass, and the development of AI was getting higher and higher. AI is starting to enter the realm of law and security. It continues to a person named Logan. This time, Logan served in the police station as a detective. He was investigating a case about a murder that was turned into homicide. He is helped by someone named John. John and Logan began to approach the answer to their investigations. John was looking for Logan and tried to ask him. However, Logan's behavior was different. John begins to realize that Logan has disappeared, and the one she is with now is not Logan, but ARI. When John realized this, ARI started attacking John and made her run away. John finally left ARI and looked for where the real Logan was. Continue with, we call it ARIs now, pursuit of John when looking for Logan locations. John started to do some hacking on a computer to find Logan's place to be more specific, and after a while, John finally found the place where the Logan was caught. She found Logan and untied the ropes. However, Ari knows this and threatened them with gun. Luck was on Logan's side because that time Ari was having an error. The new story began again with the main character named Mark. He is having a life problem, same head. These days, for some reason, Mark knows there is a problem. He tracks down Sam's locations, but heads at Tim's house. Mark is angry and sad that his friend is close to his wife, but the time that Mark had given up, Sam suddenly left James' place. Mark follows him, and it turns out that Sam has been an AI robot all along. So the story is partway. If you want to know the next video, you can watch the next videos if you want to know about the story again. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.